Today I'm going to show you a couple different ways to make a REESE bass. So all a REESE bass is basically a super saw, a detuned super saw. So what we can do right here is, since we already have one, we can just bring the sustain up, bring the polyphony down to 1, and we pretty much just already have it. And you can like detune this just a tiny bit, bring it down. So all the way down is... So to about right there and bring it up. That sounds decent, and you can also low pass it. High pass it. So let me show you why I don't recommend this way. If you do, you have to do something else with it. So let me show you what. So if we go to a spectrum analyzer, watch what it's doing. The lower fundamentals is phasing. You see it bouncing up and down. It's like a seesaw. It's like woo, 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 and that's not good. Like all your energy in your song comes from your low end. Like the loudness comes from the mids, but like your real solid energy comes from your bottom end. And when you have your fundamental go like fluctuating like that, it's not good. So that's why I don't really recommend doing this. If you do, make a dedicated sub track to go along with it, but then you're gobbling up two machines. So I'm going to show you how to create it with the modular, so you can actually do it both at once, and it'll show you with the spectrum analyzer what it does. So let's just start off by doing 4 of the waveform generators so we can create our super saw. So we're going to put them all to a sawtooth right here. And then what I like to do is just bring this down an octave and this one an octave, leave these two alone. Just take this and slightly bring it left, bring it slightly right, bring this one to the first notch, to the left, first notch over there. Now we can do a saturator right here. We got a filter, so we could run this through. We have a couple different options what we can do on that. So let's do the state variable. We are also going to put in a 6 input mixer right here. Now we're going to use, this is the trick right here, we have a sub oscillator too, and then we need another mixer, 2 input mixer, and then finally we can just put in a dadzer. So let's just plug all of these in, bring the control voltage into the notes, same with the sub. We can run these all into the 6. Now only these 4 are super saws only going in there, not the sub. So take this, because we need to filter this. Put in the input, and then we can do like a high pass into the saturator and then out into one of our mixers, and we can just take this straight into here, into our thing, because this is what's going to go in there. But before we do that, let's take this and then bring it into the mod. Instead of just dragging it to each one of these, you could actually bring it right into there because it does the same thing. Now let's bring this out. Okay, here we go. We have it. We could actually just hit play. So we have the pretty much our REESE bass right now, but what we want to do is drop this down an octave and then bring up the saturator. And that's just to taste. Now let me show you the difference on what's going on here. So remember last time our fundamental was just going all nuts? So check this out. See how it doesn't move? I'm hitting an A1. There we go. That's a solid 60 hertz. So do you see the upper harmonics phasing? But our fundamentals stay solid, and that's good because we can have that lower end. And then that's why I did with the high pass on here, so you don't bring it all the way down, but you can actually fluctuate it to how you want your REESE bass to sound. We can actually take the sustain like that if you want them to the notes to go down a little bit. You can start getting a little bit of vowels kind of stuff sound when you bring in the resonance. Another thing you can do is take a comb filter. Let's actually go back here, turn these down. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go back to our comb filter, play around with it. Okay, that's good. We still have that fundamental that's solid on it. Okay, let's actually get rid of that comb filter. That's just another option you can do. Let's go back here so we can actually bring this to a low pass in here if we want. Let's check this out again, actually. It looks like we're getting some phasing stuff. Let's see here. Okay, yep, I don't actually recommend doing that because now it's starting to mess with our bottom end on there. So I say just stick to the high pass thing and just kind of mess around with it from there with the cutoff.